Hi, I'm Tiny and welcome to Tiny's Tiny Homestead. I'm gonna do a short intro video. I always say it's gonna be short and it never is because I tend to ramble. So bear with me. Currently we are in the city. We're in like a tiny city in the mountains. I garden. I garden in about half of our backyard and about a third of our front yard. I love experimenting with new varieties and things that I've never planted before and just kind of see how they do. I tend to do a lot of research. I'm a little bit of a nerd, but then I kind of just do what I want anyway. So sometimes things work out for me and sometimes they don't. I have been homesteading for a few years. We've had rabbits, chickens, we had a goose, we've done turkeys. I've grown stuff for many years. I started out on a tiny balcony in a major East Coast city, and I started with a couple containers, which I immediately forgot to water and everything died. So yeah, kind of just like learn as I go, right? And I think that's how a lot of us are. But we have been like what I will call homesteading for a few years. I currently have my garden and we currently raise meat rabbits. I have 14 rabbits, not including the kits or the babies. We are adding 5 new rabbits next week. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm like going crazy trying to build cages and hutches and like do all the logistics of adding like 5 new rabbits at once. My first love is silver fox rabbits. That was one of the very first breeds, or the first breed of rabbit that we end up buying. I love the silver color, so I currently am getting back into silver fox rabbits. We have 6 silver fox. We also have New Zealand's, and I'm starting my Argent program, however you want to pronounce it. We're currently going to be raising Argent Buns and Chimpanzee Argents, which I think are beautiful. So I'm really hoping it works out for me. I cook, I can and preserve a lot of what I grow. I also can and preserve stuff that I don't grow. Since we're on a tiny space, I only did about a little over 500 plants this spring, and I planted about 300 for the fall upcoming season, which for a family of 6 is not a lot of food. It sounds like a lot, 500 plants, but when you're trying to feed 6 people, it's not a lot of food. I'm Korean. I was born in Korea. I don't speak Korean. But I love to cook Korean food. Kimchi is my favorite food. I could eat kimchi and rice and just kimchi and rice for the rest of my life and be happy. So kimchi in Korean is just pickle. It's not just cabbage, like spicy fermented cabbage. It's anything you can pickle. But Korean food is way more than just kimchi. So I will be showing you some of my favorite recipes and some of my favorite Korean food that I like to cook and we like to eat here, as well as some of my other favorite recipes. Like, we're not eating Korean food 7 nights a week, although sometimes we do. You can also join me on Facebook and Instagram at Tiny's Tiny Homestead. I'm pretty sure I'm the only Tiny's Tiny Homestead out there. I'm probably not the only tiny person that homesteads on a tiny property, but I'm the only Tiny's Tiny Homestead out there. You can also come support my rabbit habit on Ko-fi. It's ko-fi/Tiny's Tiny Homestead. Please like, subscribe, and above all, leave a comment. Besides my family and my rabbits, I have no life. I like to say "and" a lot. Why?
Do you want to do the intro at this angle? You may use it, you may not use it.
Hello, I'm Tiny. Here are all rabbits. No, what?